The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Corral sets up play action. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And Corral will throw it. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
To the air again with Corral.
That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Corral looking to throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Corral.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
11 the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Love now. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Corral looking to throw it. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Corral sets up play action. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Corral here, working from the gun. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Corral.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Ready. 2nd and 10. Love. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Love. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Packers. Dalton Kincaid, 70 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Corral. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready. Second down and 6 now. Ready. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action here. Corral. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down. Here's Corral with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Another run here with Dobbins.
And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that will work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Walker.
Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Corral. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line. Blaster, stick. Blue strike. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Fight, 97, mega.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll swing this out to Toney.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll take it at the 42. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2. Corral now to throw.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Corral throwing for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Corral looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check mega.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run the toss to Walker. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Love now to pass on 1st down. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Smack.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
J.K. Dobbins
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seas parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
A gift for Walker running right.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Corral.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
On the cover. Black block. Opposite. Green.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Love from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Ultra.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Corral to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready? Ready?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Tag!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.